Okay, Sanhan is not here. Emily, can you read the question?
Can I read the question?
Yeah, let her read first. Yeah.
Prepare an experiment setup shown below. Light from the torch passes through the hole in the cardboard and forms a bright spot on the wall. Which part of the wall, A, B, C, D, or E, will a bright spot of light be formed?
Okay, thank you. Okay, for these questions, I want you to develop a skill. Right? You take a pencil and ruler, right? From here, you draw a straight line, go to the hole. Go to the hole. Okay. So actually you see it's actually nearer to D, right? Right, nearer to D, right? Yeah. Because if you don't do this, you may put E, then get a wrong answer. Okay. You type there, Sanhan, take a pencil and ruler, right? And then do this thing which I just showed you.
Already done it.
Okay, good. So answer is E, yeah. Okay, then state a property of light. Okay, Sanhan, can you answer this question? What is this property? Light what?
Light travels in a straight line.
Correct. Light travels in a straight line. Be careful of the word straight, because some students, they spell the straight, they spell wrongly, then get minus off marks. Off. Light travels in a straight line. Okay, then next question. Jude, can you read the question? Without moving. Okay, Jude, can you read the next question?
Without moving the positions of items in the setup above, suggest what Sanhan could do so that a larger area of bright spot of light would be formed on the wall.
Okay, Jude, I think this question you've done before, so you don't say the answer. I want to test other students, see whether they know. Okay, Jia Yi, what do you think is the answer?
I think he should cut a bigger hole in the cardboard.
Yeah, correct. Make a bigger hole in the cardboard. So correct. You can see cut or make. Make a bigger hole. Bigger hole in the cardboard. Okay. Make a bigger hole in the cardboard. So there's the answer for this question. Okay, make a bigger hole in the cardboard. Okay, this one quite easy, right? Okay, I go on to the next question. So same thing, just some previously I shared the answers to you all, right? Okay, these were the previous questions. I sent to everyone first. Yeah, you're able to download the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is for this question. Okay, next. Make a bigger hole in the cardboard. Okay, can. Okay, this one Denzel one. This one. Okay, just now Isabella, you want to read, right? Can you read the question?
Denzel set up an experiment as shown below. He wrapped the bottles with identical pieces of cloth. He recorded the change in temperature of air in setups A and B in the table below. A. Based on the information above, what happened to the temperature of air in the bottle B after 20 minutes?
Okay, so when you deal with these sort of questions, right, you look at the whole setup. So these are the things I want you to take note. Okay, this one, can you like
cloth soaked with liquid X.
circle this thing. So when liquid X, Okay, then next you see, right, starting temperature the same. Right, so you circle this way. You block out as one sector. Yeah, you can highlight or you can circle. Okay, next, you notice that after 20 minutes, right? After 20 minutes, the first one still remain the same, 30, right? But the second one dropped by 5 degrees. That's when this liquid X, right, do something to cause the drop in temperature. Okay, the liquid
It,
X. So what do you think this liquid X does?
it slows down the speed of heat.
No, you see, the temperature they're measuring is the temperature of air inside, right? So can you see, maybe you can write air here. Okay. So the thermometer is actually measuring the temperature of the air inside the bottle. That's when this liquid X has caused the bottle to lose heat faster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct or not? So the concept is this liquid X has caused the bottle in setup B to lose heat faster. So there's a concept they want to test you. So to answer this question, they say based on the information, right, above. Okay, based on information above, what happened? Okay, this one you just say only. You say what happened to the bottle in B, right? So you just say the temperature drop, okay, in 20 minutes, right? The temperature. Wait, how come this thing jump down? Okay, the temperature of air drop of air in bottle B, in B, drop from 30, right, 30 degrees C to 25 degrees C. Okay, when you write, you can write the whole thing because I'm using the computer, so I don't have the symbol.
Wait, using computer, you could actually press option and K.
Option K.
Yeah, option K. In my keyboard like that.
What, I don't have the word option. You mean function?
Yeah, or maybe command.
Oh.
It's okay lah, if your keyboard don't have then it's
Okay,
okay.
my keyboard on this one. So this one, you just state what happened. The temperature of air in B dropped from 30 degrees to 25 degrees
Celsius. Yeah.
Celsius, correct. Okay, then here they say, Denzel, okay, can you read this part, Isabella?
Denzel wiped his hands with a piece of tissue paper, which was soaked with liquid X. After a while, his hands felt cooler than before. I explained why Denzel's hands felt cooler.
Okay, you can see here, I show you something.
Your background is.
Wait, I know, I remove the background first. You see this thing, right?
And
Nowadays, a lot of people use this one, right?
Yeah.
The wet wipe, right? So actually, some of these, if you see the ingredient right behind, right, if they contain alcohol, right, you'll find that after wiping your hand, like felt a little bit cooler because alcohol evaporate very fast. Okay, so similarly, this liquid X actually evaporate faster than the normal water. So that's why in this example here, in this question, I come back to the screen share, right? Does it explain why Denzel hands felt cooler? Okay, when he soaked in liquid X, when the tissue paper have liquid X. Okay, because we must see from this result, right? From here, right? Because the container that has liquid X cause the temperature to drop further, right? Compared to the one without. So how do you explain this part? You want to try? Anyone?
Not me.
How about Jia Yi? You want to try Jia Yi?
Denzel's hand lost heat to the cloth soaked in liquid X.
Correct. Correct lah. Yeah, correct. Very good. So it's just a Denzel, right? Denzel is actually one of my students.
I knew it. Let me guess. In the whole paper, each question
He's
is
one of my.
your papers except for the last question.
Last question, what's the person name?
Let me see. Last question, the person name is Julia.
Correct.
Because I think it's from a mock paper.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Very good. Very good observation. Okay, Denzel's hand lost heat to what? To the liquid yeah.
Liquid X.
Yeah, to the liquid X. Then we lost it to the liquid X.
Do we need to say it contracts?
Okay, here nothing to do with contract. How can you talk about contract? Because his hand feel colder only. He didn't say his hand becomes smaller. So actually, they ask you explain why his hand. Actually, quite easy, right? You just say Denzel's hands lost heat to liquid X.
Can we say cool down and lose heat?
No, actually, lost heat and cool down, because when you lost it, then the temperature drop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it Denzel's hand lost heat to liquid X? Okay, then maybe you say therefore the temperature of his hand, the temperature of his hands drop, making him feel cooler, causing his hands to feel cooler. Hey, just now, Emily, you say about the contracting thing. I tell you another story. I thought about expansion one. Okay, because actually it's quite true. Do you know that if you go and buy new shoes, right? Usually you buy new shoes, you go to test wear the shoe, right? Okay, if you go and test wear a new pair of shoes on a hot day, actually your feet expanded a little bit. Because there was this PSLE question, they say that this person is buying a new pair of shoes and he went to test the shoe on a hot day. Then later after he bought the shoe, right? Okay, and then he wear on a at night, right? He felt that the shoe, right, is a bit is looser. Explain why.
You know, right? I once made a joke in my tuition in my school.
Yeah.
I made a joke because that time we were learning heat, and then I said,
Yeah.
you know, right? You cannot go to the beach because you will gain heat from the hot sun and will expand.
Okay, cannot what? Sorry, cannot what? The beach?
Because you cannot go to the beach, or else you will gain heat and expand, and that will make you even fatter.
Oh yeah, actually our body does expand, but not so great. But however, because our feet, right, is in contact with the surface of the road, right? So if you on a hot day, if the surface of the road is hot, right, actually your feet does expand a little bit. So if you go and test a new pair of shoes, right, you will find that you need to have a slightly bigger size shoe to fit your feet. So if you bought that pair of shoes, which is slightly bigger, and then you wear it at night, or maybe when the temperature is lower, your feet contracted back to the small normal size, you will feel that the pair of shoes is a bit loose. So actually, just now, Emily, you said about this contract. Okay, unless it's very cold. Okay, unless it's very cold, our body actually does contract. Yeah. So maybe you can experience that if you go to winter places. Or places there's a winter, and your hands or your feet may contract a little bit because they are closest to the surrounding. Okay, can okay, now another question. Can I ask Jude? Can you read this question? Jude. Jude, can you read this
Mrs.
question?
and Mr. and Mrs. E ordered 2 bowls of hot corn soup in a cafe to enjoy. State 2 properties of the material which are needed to allow the bowl to contain hot soup.
Okay, so you highlight this one. You have to state 2 properties. Okay, state is very easy. No need to give long-winded answer. Just say the answer. So what's the property? Number 1 is what? Must be what? Water what?
Waterproof.
Yeah, because you need to hold the liquid and what? Okay, the other one is a little bit more difficult. Because the other property deals with you must be able to contain the hot soup. So the state is hot. So what is this property called?
It must be a poor conductor of heat.
Actually not poor conductor. It must be heat something.
Heat.
Heat resistant.
Yeah, very good. Heat resistant. Heat resistant means can withstand heat. Okay, these 2 properties. Okay, poor conductor of heat doesn't match this context. Okay, poor conductor of heat means when I hold the soup, I won't get burned. Okay, but here did not ask you that to prevent the hand from being burned. They say allow the bowl to contain the hot soup. Okay, contain the hot soup. So it must be waterproof and heat resistant. Do you know that some material is not heat resistant, they can melt? Or not so heat resistant, they can melt.
Like plastic.
Weak plastic. You know, some type of plastic cannot be microwave. Okay. Let me see. Okay. No questions. Okay. You take note. Can you put an asterisk in part B? This one is a typical questions they like to test student. Okay, this one. Emily, can you read out this question here? Yeah, Emily, can you read out this question?
If Mr. Yu like to allow to keep his food warm for longer period of time, should he use a metal bowl or ceramic bowl?
Okay, the answer is no. The question is should he, right? Should he use a metal bowl or ceramic bowl? Okay, you can see sometimes here got 2 purposes. Sometimes they want the student to identify the material that will keep the soup warm. Sometimes they want the student identify the material so that the soup can be cool faster. So the purpose here is to keep the soup warm. So you underline this part. Keep the soup warm for a longer period of time. So when you want to keep something warm, right? So the material must be what? Is it good or poor conductor of heat? Everyone? Poor, right? Yeah, because I want to contain the heat. So metal and ceramic, which is a poor conductor of heat? Ceramic, right? So he should use a ceramic bowl. So you write down first. He should use then you explain. You say ceramic is okay because this one comparison needed. You know what is comparison? Because this question, right? You must be able to compare metal and ceramic. So the word you use must be a comparative adjective. Do you know what's comparative adjective? Like poorer, better, worse, something like that. Okay. So ceramic is a what? Poorer
Conductor of heat than
then
metal.
correct. Conductor of heat than metal. So you must give the reason. That's a fact. Then you must explain. Okay, so now the explain is okay, ceramic is a poorer conductor of heat than metal, therefore ceramic can reduce the
Therefore, ceramic can reduce the heat loss.
Yeah, from where? Heat
From the
loss from
from
hot soup to the surrounding.
the sound.
Yeah. Okay. Hence, keeping the soup warm for a longer period of time. Okay, this is the way you answer, step by step. Okay, let me put it in this way, easier for you to see. Emily, can you read the question here? The answer? Yeah,
He
Emily,
should
can you?
use
Yeah.
a ceramic bowl. Ceramic is a poorer conductor of heat than metal. Therefore, ceramic can reduce the heat loss from the hot soup to the surrounding, hence keeping the soup warm for a longer period of time.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I show how the examiner mark. Okay, firstly, you must identify the correct bowl, ceramic bowl. Okay. Secondly, you must use the comparative adjective, poorer conductor of heat. Okay, if you use the word bad, cannot say bad conductor. You mark wrong. It's poorer, either poor conductor or poorer conductor, or worse conductor.
What's the ding dong sound that appears always?
My computer hang, so I suddenly left.
Oh, the computer hang. Okay. Okay, so ceramic is a poorer conductor of heat than metal. Okay, thirdly, you must explain. Okay, so this is explanation. Ceramic can reduce heat loss from the hot soup to the surrounding. It can reduce the heat loss. So keeping the soup warm for a longer period of time. Okay, these questions can be modified. For example, now, right, instead of hot soup, right, they say that this person like to drink the hot coffee, right, so that the hot coffee can be cooled down faster. So should he use a metal cup or a ceramic cup? Yeah, Jia Yi, you want to say metal, right?
Was it cool down faster?
Yeah, because if you want to cool down some faster, you must use the metal cup.
Yeah, we must use the metal cup because it's the better conductor of heat.
Yeah. So for, let's say in that scenario, right? Let's say they ask you about to cool down something. So you should say use a metal cup because metal is a better conductor of heat. Therefore, metal can increase, instead of reduce, become increase. Metal can increase the heat loss from the hot coffee to the surrounding. Therefore, allowing the hot coffee to be cool faster. Okay. So I teach you this method. So you take note of these questions because these are questions is commonly tested in P5 and P4, SA2. Okay. So this question you take note.
Who drew the hearts beside?
Oh, I annotated it. So you take note of this one. And then I screen share already. I save.